Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody else who might be watching. I hope we're all well. It appears Mel was having a shit Sunday for some reason. I don't know what the hell we're talking about tonight, which is nothing new for me, but hey, there's no need for the idiots comment, Lee. Might be true, but
Well, I say, yep, you're here, Lee.
yes.
Yeah, right, Gary. Lisa.
How's
everybody doing this week?
Hi, Ellie. Hi, Melissa.
So what sort of week has anybody had?
Yeah, it was all right until Lydia had a full-on anger tantrum.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, apart from that, yeah, doing all right.
You missed the Katie Taylor fight. Well, I'm sure there'll be a replay somewhere of it, Gary.
Is that the one that was on Netflix?
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot to watch it as well. Damn.
Doesn't really interest me, women's boxing.
No, don't interest me either.
It's definitely not on my list of priorities.
I can't say I've actually ever watched it. Yeah, I don't watch like regular boxing or MMA or any of that either.
Oh no, I watch proper boxing. Depending who's fighting. But yeah.
I mean, most of it. Look how it's turned into crap anyway. You had the Jake Paul thing when he tried to fight Tyson. That was a big staged event of bullshit.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. No, I'm not a sloth. Anyway, Gwendolyn, you're meant to be going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be honest, UFC doesn't interest me either.
I have to be in a mood to watch.
The only thing even close to that I've ever been interested in, I used to watch the actual World Strongman competitions. Those are actually interesting. I actually like those.
Yeah.
The thing is, the World Strongman competitions aren't about trying to hurt people.
And it's also not like the actual bodybuilding shows like my one cousin used to do. The used to be the pretty shows. Look at my muscles and no. If you're actually going to do something that's actually, I want to see if you can actually move something. Most of those guys couldn't even lift a feather when they're actually like that.
Nope. No, bodybuilding don't really interest me. Strongman, yeah, I like strongman. Like strongman events.
But I've not followed the strongman scene for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I want to get back into it because that was always cool to watch.
Oh, some of it was, yeah.
Evening, Martin. Hope you're well, mate.
Hey, Martin.
You're right, Martin.
Well, you're going to get the same reaction here, Martin. It's not going to happen.
No.
I can think of other things I would sooner donate to.
Martin, you're barking up the wrong tree, man. I mean, I got the Amish internet powered by the hamster over here, so
I know he did manage to get some donations.
Did he?
Yeah, well, he had something. He put the first bit of the Oxford DNA up.
But my priorities in over here have been to help somebody who actually is in need at the minute.
Well, yeah, we put. I don't know
Well,
if anybody
Mhm.
saw, but on the group, I put up a GoFundMe for somebody who actually does need the money for a far more important thing. I should have got the link off and put that up. It's far more serious, but I'll let you say about that, Phil.
Yeah. I mean, it's over on the Facebook. It's on my page. Those that know me know that me and Nine have been very close for a long time. And in a lot of ways, her son has been like a second son. His wife came down with meningitis while in Turkey. And she's been in hospital for 10 days. In a coma some of that time.
That to me is something that's worth fucking putting some money towards. That is worth doing. That is what GoFundMe should be for. Things like that.
Mhm.
I don't have a problem with people doing GoFundMe like that. Is it Neil Oxford?
Yeah.
Neil Oxford. There's a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, it's
Could it be
myeloma.
The
same blood cancer that my dad had.
So there's an ongoing to try and help him and his family. That's fine. That's deserves. You know, if you want to give to that, you know, there are links out there for that. I don't believe, I haven't got a job, so I need money. Pay me money for being a small Scottish reviewer.
No. That was his life choice. That wasn't a critical medical situation.
Exactly. It wasn't a traumatic, all of a sudden something happened. Okay, hey, now I'm in a spot I can't provide for whatever. This has been going downhill for a long time, and he knew that.
Yeah.
Yes, Martin, I have seen the rumours that Ozzy wants to do assisted dying. Yes. How much of that is true, I don't know, because I don't trust any of the news feeds that these things come up on.
Well, this AI voice crap's getting irritating too, because they're starting to make things and it sounds Ozzy saying shit he isn't.
Yeah.
The AI thing is doing exactly what I said 3 years ago. AI is dangerous. Because as much as you can make funny videos of Trump saying stupid things to Elon Musk and inappropriate videos, yes, and they're hilariously funny, there's also a lot of people using it now, and it's dangerous.
Oh yeah, we all knew it was going to be.
And I will bring one thing up. There's a lot of videos being made. I don't know if people have heard about this, but of where people are using AI to create young girls or boys, so that when you're talking to this person, you think you're talking to another child. Now, if another child is talking to another child, and the actual person who's doing it isn't a child, but is an adult and a certain way inclined, as in a nonce, it's giving a fucking great way for the fucking paedophiles of this world to get more fucking access to children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that 3 years ago.
Yeah,
you did.
And I'm sorry. It was. I like AI. I think AI is a very clever thing. I think it's worth having AI, and there are things that AI is spectacularly good at. Even musically, there's some stuff that you can use in music for creating music, and it's got to a point now where it is really, really good. Is it music? If G was here, G would argue with me and say, yes, it is. I would say, no, it isn't, because it's algorithms using it to make it not a person. Therefore, in my mind, it isn't. But
Well, Mary, we talked about before, Matt. Where do you go as far as who now owns the rights to this music?
the creator.
Is it the digital creator of the AI that's doing it?
Well, it would have
Even
to be
if they're literally using the voice of an actual artist.
It would be. It's the same as if somebody came and used my voice off it, or why the fuck you'd want to use me? But if you stole like this, edited it, and used me, that's intellectual property theft. So technically, if you create an AI video, it is intellectual property theft, because, but it's going to get to a point in years to come where there is no music created by people. Exactly, Lee. You can put in there, for instance, I want to write a song about, I don't know, the death of Donald Trump, just for instance. Died in a horrible way, and I want to do it to heavy metal, and I want to do it in this style, and I want to do this, this, and this. And I will go off, and it will craft you a piece of music, yeah? Even the words.
I want to on top of the pops, and I want punch people to do the dancing for it as well.
Don't push you like you. And you show your age and punch people. But yeah, it's that stupid. It's just that I kind of like the idea of AI, but there's so many bad things it could be used for.
Well, say I actually saw. Funny you say about the AI thing. I saw an article the other day. They did an actual test to see how far they could, I guess, push AI and see how it would react and everything. They made it think that it was the owner and operator of a vending machine in an office building.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an app set up to the AI to where the people could request certain things and give feedback. I want this, don't want, right. It decided that the most important thing, because its algorithm told it was sales. It did not tell it money coming in or going out. It said number of sales is your goal. Well, back and forth, products change, this and that. All of a sudden, everything's being sold under cost because it wants more sales. Then one guy gets clever. He goes, I really want a tungsten cube. So AI puts in an order request and actually gets a tungsten cube stocked in the machine, right? And they all start requesting tungsten cubes. So that's the only thing in this vending machine. Am I frozen? There it goes.
No, you're all right.
No, you weren't frozen.
And because it was still preset to lower prices, to higher sales, I don't know the exact dollar amount, but a tungsten cube is not by any means a cheap material.
No.
It was selling them for like $10 a cube. Because it didn't care how much money was being spent and how much money was coming in. It just wanted,
you can change all that. You could go into the algorithms.
Here's where it gets interesting. They confronted it about what it was doing. It had a full mental breakdown, like screaming at people and like saying all kinds of shit. Right? It stopped mid freak out, half shut down its system. Realized during the reboot what day it was. It was April 1st. So during the reboot, it goes, oh, by the way, that was April Fool's. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. And tries to act like nothing ever happened and go back into.
Here's something for you to think on. How do you know that Donald Trump is not actually an AI?
Because the AI would make more sense.
I can buy cheaters at the store. I can buy cheaters at the store, so I know at least part of them is real.
Gary, in answer to you, not really the same thing. And I have a major issue with electric scooters. And I'll tell you why. It's because people are going off and they're buying electronic scooters with LiPo batteries in them, not knowing what a clue what they're fucking doing with the batteries, for one.
And a good size LiPo for that.
We'll get to that in a minute. Electronic battery, LiPos. They then go riding them about on the path, which risks running people over, or
jumping up onto the path, catching the underneath.
They ride them on the road. The law says they are not for use on a public highway, which includes the path. They're not for use on the path. They're not for use on the road. They're for use on private land. So I'm sorry, electronic scooters to me, if you want to use them on a piece of land that is owned by a friend or whatever, where you can do that, that's fine. If you're going to use them on the road, and the law is now changing because they've now brought in the law that because they go over, I think it's 50 miles an hour, they can now come under the heading of they are a motorbike. Therefore,
depending on the battery size, I think, yeah.
No.
Once they hit battery and motor size, yeah.
Once they hit 16 miles an hour, they become a motor vehicle.
I'll say it's not obviously not the exact same thing, but our town literally put out scooters for the public, like the flat bottom, handlebar old style.
They had this in Liverpool, right?
They've got them everywhere. They're dumped everywhere.
Ask Jenny Sin, right? Jenny got to a point, and I know, she'd walk to work, so because she has fibro and difficulty walking sometimes. And suddenly she's getting nearly barged off into the fucking river or barged off into because of some little prick on a scooter going up the pavement at 30 miles an hour. I did suggest the easiest way is to use a stick while you're walking for support. And if they get too close, accidentally just smack them straight in the face with it. Jenny didn't see this was a good idea, but that'd be my attitude to them.
My stick got stuck in your front wheel. I'm so sorry.
And the issue I have with the LiPo battery thing, Gary, how much do you know about LiPo batteries? How much do you know, not just picking on you, but anybody, how much do you know about charging a 4-cell or a 6-cell LiPo battery? Do you understand it? Because once it reaches a certain level, discharge, it needs to be charged because it's then at an unstable rate of charge. It will become like a bomb. And if a LiPo battery explodes, it ain't fuck all. That's bad enough exploding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Matt, think what these scooters are made too. I mean, usually the battery's in a plastic shell, but that's a whole metal receiving section they go into. So you've got all kinds of stuff in the way of that battery going off, and it's going to send shit flying at you.
LiPo mod, LiPo battery. I know what battery that is. I know the wiring. I know who made it, and I know really well. I know it's safe. These scooters are all being made in China. Not that I have anything against China, because we all buy stuff from China.
Yeah.
But how good are the batteries that they're putting in them?
Well, Matt, go back to that Steam Crave mod that we saw you had to shoot the soldering on the 510. I mean,
you don't want
that's meant a direct discharge for a vape device. That's not even, I mean, imagine if they did the same bullshit on a LiPo that much bigger.
Yeah. Martin, in answer to your question, I believe they're piloting a trial for them to be on the road. The issue with that is there will be a lot of people, pardon me, who will use them in a correct way and use them to go to work on or whatever. That's fine.
Right, run to the shop for 10 minutes and
law-abiding people. Oh, cool. Okay, not a problem. But then you've got these mainly teenagers. I'm standing on a really grumpy old man just lately, but I must be getting old. But the teenagers and young sort of 20-year-olds who are using them just to be absolute dickheads. You know, they're riding round public. I'm surprised they're not doing it round near you, Craig, because that sort of.
There aren't as many. Some of them are on the bikes that they've modified.
Yeah.
But they're usually the ones that are doing deliveries of certain substances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a quick and easy way to go from A to B very quickly.
And you're not getting stuck in traffic like it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do the old way like we used to use motorbikes? Apparently, allegedly.
But they're traceable.
The thing is, and I think that the scooters should be. You should have to have some sort of maybe road tax. I mean, if we've
Just
got
like with bicycles, yeah.
Like us, we all drive. You know, we all drive cars. We have to have insurance, tax, MOT, blah blah, and obviously a license. You know, that's what's annoying to me is that we all have to pay that to be law abiding, and in case there is an accident or something happens, so that you cover the other person, they cover. You know. But as per usual, the government will do their usual shit like they have. We're back to the government, and not just this government, any government. Oh, we'll just let them do it for a couple of years. Cause trouble, cause loads of problems.
And then by the time they want to step in and do anything, it's been happening so long, you know.
Martin, it wasn't a direct at you. You don't know what you're talking about. What I'm saying is, it's more you understand it because you do what you do. You understand that battery has to be charged properly on a proper charger. Not you don't drop the battery.
Right, proper balancing. Yeah, but most people, everyday guy, don't know that. Yeah.
How many of these scooters, Gary, are going to have VIN numbers on them? They're not.
Well, even if there is a VIN number, Matt, who says that they aren't duplicates on multiple scooters?
If you're buying it from China.
So I'm saying there might not be an actual system there. You know what I mean? It might be a batch number.
I'm not having to go at the Chinese here because I like the Chinese. I buy quite a lot of stuff from China. And I like the Chinese sites. You get a lot of cool stuff. Oh, I did buy something cool the other day. I bought myself a new in-car phone holder that goes in my cup holder off Temu. Yeah. It's quite cool, actually. Amazon wanted for the same thing. Amazon wanted 30 quid. Temu, $2.99.
Yeah.
And the quality's just as good. That's the thing.
Well, I bought an armrest with 3 charge points in it for my car.
Oh, yes, Gary, they can be traced. VIN numbers, yeah.
And I paid £14 for it. The cheapest from a UK vendor, 35.
You're very, very right, Lee. The dangers of Temu. In fact, I think we should do a show on addiction. Not drugs or alcohol.
Temu.
A shopping addiction.
Alibaba.
E-Sig one.
E-Sig one.
Yeah, we got to add that.
E-Sig one. E-Sig one cost. I will put my hand up and say, I am Matt and I am addicted to E-Sig one.
Hello.
I am Bill and I am addicted to E-Sig one.
Addicted to E-Sig one.
And
if they would ship to me, I would be addicted.
That looks good in there.
Actually, Craig, how is that
RVA? To the airpins on, block one of the airpins, block the air holes. Much, not as airy, bit more flavour. With a 3mm pin in it.
Yeah, certain reviewers have slagged E-Sig one off. I bought so much off E-Sig one. It's unbelievable. I went on yesterday to buy that tank, and with the points that I've got, okay, I had 1,500 points off E-Sig one. I used 500 of my points. That knocked a tenner off it. I've still got 1,000 points. I daren't look at how much that means I have actually spent.
That you've actually spent to accumulate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My problem is a couple of 3 purchases ago was something a bit more expensive, so I used 1,000 points and got 20 quid off something.
If my rants cheer you up, Mel, I hope I do. I noticed you were having a bit of a crappy day or shitty Sunday, so
Oh.
you've only got to say we could. You're always welcome. I could have opened up room. You could have jumped in to chat with us. It's not an issue. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You'll
here,
have to put up with one of
you
us.
like
waffle.
Matt ranting, so I've got one to fire Matt up against. I know, so get him.
I have enough trouble with Martin.
It took me an extra almost 20 minutes to get home from work yesterday. You know, traffic blocked up a mile almost. Couldn't figure out. I figured an accident or something, right? Keep in mind, I know where it was backed up. I know that a cop likes to sit right there. So I'm like, okay, maybe people are just actually driving semi properly, you know, and then whatever. No, there was some jackass with, I'm assuming his girlfriend, whatever, on a 2-person double pedal fucking bike. They've got it in, I don't know what gear ratio they've got it in, but they're both pedaling their hearts away and not going fucking anywhere. I mean, they're fucking going, and it's just, you know, mind you, there's no room on the side of this road to do anything. You can't pass them on the other side because full oncoming traffic. You can't really be how well I would like to be and how Matt would have liked to have been, because there's a cop 15 fucking feet in front of them who's on his phone not giving a shit that they're blocking traffic from miles behind them as they're weaving off the side of the road back in, so you can't even get around them because you're going to smack both of them off the road. It's like, good God, will you just fucking move?
Right. Piece of advice for you. You have like the litre and a half, 2 litre Coke bottles and stuff, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not putting dry ice in one, Matt.
Yeah. Keep one in your car, about 3/4 full with water. Make sure you have a passenger as you ride past. Out the window, round the back of the head. Cyclist, off the road, down a ditch. I mean, there's the other option, because you have firearms, but I mean, that's a bit drastic, you know. It's almost so expensive.
Well, think about it, Matt. We all know how a bicycle works. A certain amount of speed gives you your stability.
Yeah, piece of wood.
With how fast they were pedaling, and how with that motion and how slow the wheels were actually turning, they couldn't keep the fucker in a straight goddamn line.
Did it have gears?
Oh yeah, it was a full, you know, like I said, double chain, double pedal geared bike.
Why didn't they go into a higher gear then?
That was my question. Like I said, they were pedaling like they were trying to go up the biggest hill of their life, and were moving like an inch an hour.
Please tell me they weren't wearing lycra shorts.
No, they're not like my buddy at work. The maintenance guy at my work actually one day showed up, and I go to walk out the back door to hit my vape, and there's like 8, 9 people all on bicycles with little headlamps on and front lights and spandex, whatever the hell they wear. And
you've been invaded by the lycra army.
I thought I walked out into the weirdest gang meet of my life. 5 o'clock in the morning, I just see all these guys, you know, right. And I don't know, and all of a sudden I realized, I recognized one of them. It's a maintenance guy for the shop. I'm like, what do you say? Oh, why they were going to go for a ride, and I had to get to work this morning. Dude, you live like a half-hour drive from the shop at least. They're like, oh yeah, we left at like 3 o'clock.
There's a reason. There's a reason that the combustion engine was invented. It was so we didn't have to fucking pedal.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, but the craziest thing, though, is the time span between a pedal cycle and the combustion engine was only about 10 years.
Yeah. Do you know what winds me up most? Isn't the bikes. I actually quite like the bikes. The technology of push bikes is amazing. Some of them is.
Some of them are amazing.
I mean, seriously, amazing technology has gone into them. What winds me up is that, especially round here, because they're the ones who put the bike on the dodgy Halfords rack on the back of their, usually a Nissan Duke, actually. The fucking Nissan Duke drivers. And they come out, and it's when you're following them down the road, the bike's wobbling all over the road like it's about to fall off the back of the car. But they usually
number plate on the back either, because their number plate's covering.
Oh yeah,
the bike's covering
Right.
the number plate as well. Yeah.
I did see a good one the other day though. The bloke hadn't put the padding on where your pedal goes. It was going up and down, scratching the back tail.
Oh no!
But why is it they're always like 50, 60-year-old blokes? I'm not being funny. You get to my age and above, you're not in the greatest particular shape. Then you decide that you're going to wear lycra, tight-fitting lycra.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a
and
good
a saddle that can cut you in half.
Yeah, exactly. I like something comfy to sit on. A nice comfy seat. I'm happy.
Yeah.
My ass was not designed to have a razor blade shoved up.
Yeah. I'll stick with the driver's seat of a Nissan Duke, thank you.
You watch it be out on his bike tomorrow.
I can't ride a bike anymore.
You guys remember the certain individual from my work told you about that likes to drop food on the ground and eat it anyway, and he's one of those. He's one of those bike racks in the back of his car types.
I get there's people who've been cycling all their life. There's some people who are really into it and they enjoy it. Like who used to, his name's gone out there, who used to come into Dave's.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away.
The Lycra Bandit.
The Lycra Bandit, as I always used to call him. But he actually was a serious cyclist. He'd done it his whole life. But me being me, of course, took the piss out of him for wearing Lycra, and he was getting on in years.
He was all right about it.
But he just used to take the piss back. But yeah, and even he said some people should definitely not wear Lycra. It is not a good look for some people. It's no.
Sorry, Matt. Just Google the worst looking people at Walmart.
I've already seen some of the fucking.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The classic one is the person in the fucking like the scooter who's trying to reach up and then is falling and the whole lot's going.
Oh no, the best ones are excuse me. Were during COVID. People showing up with fish bowls on their head, walk through the store. The best ones, people thought they were protecting themselves from COVID. They had like the strainers you use for pasta. They'd have those elastic strapped around their face.
Do you know what amazes
one
me?
Where they cut a hole out of a face mask.
So they could smoke.
Yeah, I've cut a hole out of my face mask because it stops me from breathing easily.
The other one you saw a lot, I don't know about America, but a lot over here was people would have the face mask on. And rather than having it like over the nose and then over the mouth.
Oh, right there, and
I'd have it here.
Always.
Yeah, still breathing up through their nose and out through their nose. So it doesn't. What's the fucking point?
Yep, that was everywhere over here too.
The one that winds me up, especially at Asda, any supermarket over here, and I've noticed this recently. And I don't tend to go in Asda. I don't get on with supermarkets. I can't be trusted because I will say I'll just come out with anything to people. So I'm banned to sit in the car. And
that's why you're in the car park every time. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm in the car. I'm banned. It's why do people? It's safe space. They get out of the car, they run into Asda because they want to go and do the shopping, and then by the time they get into Asda, they suddenly need a mobility scooter. Somewhere between the car and the car park and getting in there, I
You
need a
injured yourself
scooter.
horribly.
Whereas the people who are actually in a wheelchair or can't walk and genuinely need one, don't get, they're not there for them.
I mean, the other one that gets me about supermarkets, why do parents take their kids to supermarkets to shout at them?
Oh,
that's traditional. That's traditional at this point. Come on, Bill.
I got a good story about that. I went shopping one day, and this funny one, because my dad hated supermarkets and hated shopping. I hate shopping, and Dad said to me one Christmas, "Oh, come on, we'll go Christmas shopping." You lost the fucking plot. It's not you and me. No,
Your panic is onset Matt's head.
So I was like, all right, yeah, okay. Because Mum said, look, go and do it. So we go around Tesco's, and the other aisle over, I can hear shouting and screaming like this bloke is full on screaming at this kid. And this kid is fucking crying her eyes out. And I was like, so we come around the corner, and this bloke's like giving it all this in this little kid. I mean, we're don't talking like 5-6-year-old kid, and he's in there with his finger like, oh, that no. I was like, so as I walked up, Dad said, "Don't." I went, "What?" He went, "Don't." I went, "No." So I said to him, "What is it? It's what?" I said, "Who the fuck do you think you're shouting at?" And he went, "Oh, I'm telling my child off. I'm not having them playing up in here." I went, "It's not them that's playing up, is it? It's you." I said, "So I can hear you 3 fucking rows over shouting at your child. Your child's in bits and he's scared fucking shitless of you."
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
And he starts having to go back, by which point he wagged his finger and did that in my face, which is fatal mistake.
Oh, shit.
So I've grabbed his finger. Dad looked at me. Dad taught me a trick. So I've grabbed the top of his finger, crack, snapped the top joint of his finger. Security ended up throwing me out of Tesco's for that one.
And you were how old?
Then, about 19, 20.
Better than I thought. I was figuring like 11 or 12, but
I was a lot worse then. Oh, God. How did he get in? I thought I'd banned him.
Hope you're doing well, Dave.
The Salford degenerate. I don't see much of you floating about just lately, David. I hope you're keeping okay, mate. You're definitely a degenerate, mate. Getting worse.
Lee had to go there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, don't start him off.
Oh, just get me AIO out.
Hold on.
Dave, don't worry. We're not all like that. It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. It's especially not with you and them flats because it gets really hot. Yeah, it's not good, buddy. No, I haven't got any whiskey in barrels yet, Gary. And if I did have, you'd get me arrested. Keep saying about it. God's sake. I'm looking into it. Do not worry.
Next thing I know, Matt's, hey, Tyler, take a vacation to the beach. Something's going to float up on shore.
You never know.
That's a new one. I've heard a message in a bottle, never message in a keg.
Tyler arrives in Ireland in a wooden barrel.
Well, that's the Gulf Stream for you.
Well, how am I going to get over?
Well, just tell Donald that you're you're an illegal immigrant. He'll kick you out, mate.
Oh no, you don't. No. Oh no.
Just tell him.
Thank
Just
you
tell
for
him
that
you're
transition, Matt.
Just tell him you're Irish. Illegal immigrant from Ireland.
He's trying to revoke actual legal, like full-blown legal citizenship from Rosie O'Donnell because he doesn't like that. She doesn't like him.
Anybody who's a fan of the Dropkick Murphys, I recommend you go and watch their new song. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I forgot about that. I meant to check that this week.
Well, they have gone full on declared war on what Trump is saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
And I normally, when it comes to like political shit and music, I'm a bit like, oh, really?
Like, don't put them together type. Yeah.
Yeah. But there has been times where certain people have done songs against people. And what they're saying is how ridiculous it is. You know, especially the Irish-Italian lot in New York at the moment, there's a big thing because Alana's family got a lot of the Irish side. Alana's family are in New York. They have been for many, many years. And Dave, you could get thrown out if you don't behave.
There's also thought that
Since
since the
when was butter
1980s.
orange?
Yeah.
And they keep saying that they're in uproar because they're saying without the Irish and the Italians in New York wouldn't fucking be there.
No.
Oh, it never would have been built. Oh
It
no.
wouldn't have exist. It wouldn't exist. So he's managed to piss New York off. Most New Yorkers are seriously
Well,
fuming.
you heard he's trying to use governmental power to forcefully take over New York and Washington D.C., right?
Yeah, I heard that, mate.
And yes, Lisa, that does make him an illegal immigrant.
I mean, there is a small push for him to be true to his immigration laws and now deport his wife.
Yeah.
As for this thing of he is Scottish,
And she's very up for it.
I bet she would be.
Of he is Scottish, from what I can gather from most Scottish people, they tend to differ in opinion. They do not want Trump. They do not want him, they do not like him, and they think he is a knob.
That's the polite ones.
Yes, yeah. Martin, ask G what he thinks of Trump. Yeah. Well, when you do it, tell us, and then we'll just sit back and have a tea break for 5 minutes while he goes on a little run. But I agree, because it's this thing of he thinks he can buy. I mean, he tried buying golf courses in Scotland. One of them was the big one, St Andrews.
He's bought Troon.
He tried buying St Andrews.
No.
Yeah, he tried buying St Andrews.
Because he
buying St Andrews
and got told to.
He's got Turnberry. I didn't know he tried to be his bought Troon.
I'm pretty sure he's either bought it or he's become a major shareholder to it.
Sean Bean is not a Yorkshireman, he's a fucking prick. Can't stand Sean Bean. Fucking.
Well, I actually saw. Go ahead, Matt.
No, I was just going to say about Sean Bean. Sean Bean, as an actor, is great as Sean Bean. He can't do anything else. Everything comes out with a fucking Sheffield accent. It's crap. It really is.
Everyone else has died then.
I said, it's like Sean Connery is always Sean Connery, but he plays his parts convincingly.
I didn't mind Sean Connery. He was all right. Yeah.
John Wayne was always John Wayne in his films.
Oh God,
he played the parts convincingly. Sean Bean is not convincing in any way.
Not particularly, David. I'm not a fan of his. I think I just don't like the man. I really don't. He's irritating.
I think the only thing he hasn't died in was Lady Chatterley's lover.
Yeah.
Does
Well, it'd be a
everything
bit,
else.
bit rude of him to die in Lady Chatterley, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Halfway through the job. Yeah, yeah. Joe Biden, of course, was Irish, according to him. Everybody who's Irish had a different opinion. No, you're not. Go away.
The ladies love Sean Bean. That's the thing.
The ladies loved Sean Bean, did they, Martin?
Only if he delivered a box of chocolates. And only until the box of chocolates was eaten.
There's far better actors who've come out of Yorkshire over the years. So sorry. Far better.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Brilliant actor.
Lisa does not like Sean Bean.
Oh, now I know who that is. I had to look up the name to see the face.
Sean Bean.
He's the one that. Okay, because I remember him in National Treasure.
Yeah, he was crap.
That was horrible. Horrible.
I like that film actually. I think.
No, those two films I actually really enjoy. I'm not going to say I don't, but
Brian Glover. Now, there's a good Yorkshireman. Well, Barnsley.
There have been many good Yorkshire actors.
The only thing I was saying the other night when we were talking is when Brian Glover was in Aliens.
Alien 3.
Everybody else talking American accent, and you had James Earl Jones in it, and all these brilliant actors. And then out the fog and the mist on the spaceship, you hear this Yorkshire or Barnsley accent come out of it. And Brian Glover, oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. He was the medic, wasn't he?
Yes, we know.
That was Charles Dance. That was Charles Dance.
Charles Dance was the medic
in Alien 3. He was Brian Glover was the warden.
He was, yeah.
I haven't watched Alien 3 for a long while.
I will, to what Dave said, you know, Salford, when you look through the history of the amount of actors and people that have come out of Salford, but me, there's some actors who come out of that. Seriously, Dave and I went through it one night, and it's shocking the amount of people, actors that have come out, really famous people.
Yeah, but if you lived in Salford, you'd want a way out as well.
You notice they've come out of it, Dave. You missed out on that. They came out of.
Yeah.
You missed a trick there, Dave. You're meant to escape.
Well, we've had a few fans who come out of Ohio, but again, they left Ohio and then they got famous.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodyear tires.
I mean, I don't say it's a good or a bad, depends how you see things, but I mean, LeBron James came from here too. Dude, not even that far, actually.
Yeah, just while we're on it then. What good TV series has there been on telly lately?
I'll give you a clue. I've stopped watching telly.
And you're not allowed to say anything from the 70s or 80s.
I was like, I don't watch any of the new stuff at all.
I don't watch TV. When I can't sleep, I'll stick on some series that is now old.
Quick, report him! Report him! He doesn't pay TV tax. I'll be honest with you, I really struggle to find anything on television now that is new, that is good to watch. Really do. It's like just like I'm doing what I always do. I end up going back to watching like old stuff.
Yeah.
The only stuff that's like new that I watch is series that have been on forever that still do new episodes. I'll still watch the Bob's Burgers when those come on. You know, maybe a Family Guy here or there or something. Like stuff like that that's still running, but they've been on for how many years?
Yeah, I mean, I watch NCIS.
Oh, I missed that show.
I like NCIS.
I haven't watched that in forever. Shit.
I've just finished NCIS New Orleans.
Yeah.
No, I don't like the spinoffs. I like the original.
The original's still the best, yeah. With Leroy Jethro Gibbs.
No, with Abby.
Well, they're both in it, you pair of wallies.
Well, yes, but
yeah, this is my trouble, Dave. I go backwards and watch, like I've been watching Porridge again, Going Straight.
We're back on the buses.
With NCIS as well, by the way. Ziva David.
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
All right, David. You take it easy, buddy.
See you later, Dave.
Hey, no problem, Dave. Take care, buddy.
We can catch up soon and have a proper chat, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever free, man, set time up.
Yeah, be nice to have another chat or be abused again. Is what it
I see how it is, Matt. Alana and Gwen were out of the house a couple of days, and you're like, I'm not being abused. What do I do?
Yeah. You see, things like just lately I've been watching The Gaffer, Selwyn Froggatt, Porridge, Going Straight, Only Fools and Horses, which is an all-time classic. It never gets boring. What else have I watched lately? I watched a bit of Minder, the early episodes.
Yeah, the early series weren't bad.
I watched some of the Sweeney again, the early ones.
I do like the Sweeney.
Yeah, Jack Regan. Do like a bit of Sweeney. That's good. I like it.
John Thor's another Yorkshire actor.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Bloody good actor as well. I also used to like him in Kavanagh QC.
Oh, yeah, I'm not got it in my head now. What was and I was watching it earlier and I can't think the name of it. The show with Ian McShane where he was playing the antiques dealer.
Lovejoy.
Law and Order's a good show, actually, Melissa. Yeah, Law and Order is good.
That I haven't watched since I was like back when I stayed at my dad's house as a kid, going back and forth days. You know,
I do like Law and Order. That's yeah, Law and Order is great. Go on, mate.
I thought about you the other day. I started watching something. I thought about you.
Oh, God.
Gilligan's Island.
I'm not sure how to take that. Yeah, where was going with it?
Gary, Goodnight, Mr. Tom was a good series.
Yeah, based on a true story as well.
I'll say it's true. It was also very emotional.
It was, yeah.
No, Goodnight, Mr. Tom was a TV series.
The In-Betweeners, it was all right, I suppose. It was quite funny. Tell you what, I was watching last night. Not the 9 o'clock news. But
I was watching Carry On films last night.
I've got a habit of watching stupid
Some
YouTube
of the
videos
double
lately. So.
entendres in Carry On films never get old.
no, they don't. The Blackadder, yeah. Blackadder is brilliant. Pure genius. And I think the final episode, series 4, the going over the top scene.
Yeah.
Best written scenes ever done to commemorate the First War. And how stupid war is. Yeah, the young ones.
See, now I want to put Bottom Live on tonight.
Oh, definitely. You can't go wrong watching Bottom Live.
I haven't sat down and watched that in forever.
Any of them.
What else? Oh, TV series. There's just so many. There's been a lot of good stuff going back, but there's not anything coming out now.
I mean, if I'm going to watch a TV show, Good.
I had the suggestion of when I watched the reboot of Battlestar Galactica when I finished that the other week. Had the suggestion of Space 1999. I thought,
that's a class film.
Very,
very, very weird film, and of course about AI.
And yet, Lee, the young ones, that was the roots for a lot of comedy in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Without the young ones, we wouldn't have had a lot of the comedy that was around.
No. Last of the Summer Wine.
Brilliant stuff, yeah.
I mean, there's stuff you guys probably won't know them as much, like like Family Matters, stuff like that. I still have the kids watching those, and they're sitting here cracking up. And that was going back 80s, 90s. It's like that's better honest comedy than any of this crap now.
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
And they actually learn something with the fucking episodes. There's actually a life lesson per episode. It's not just mindless whatever, you know.
And Red Dwarf definitely. The first 8 series. Because I've got all of them. And that first 8 series of Red Dwarf was just brilliant. I've not watched some others do have them for ages. But I remember when it was on originally, I used to watch it religiously.
Well, I was telling my kids how spoiled they are now with, all the streaming services and everything. There was a unskippable commercial that was like 90 seconds, and they're dying. I mean, I would love to be able to get a hold of just classic TV where you could not skip anything. There was no fast forward. You went to go to the bathroom, you just missed half your episode.
Yeah. But you have that misfortune in America. You have 10 minutes between adverts. You saw over here it was 13 to 15 minutes between adverts. In America, they were every 10 minutes, and you could get 5 minutes of adverts.
Well, and they said it was something around 21, 22 minutes was your max length per episode for a half-hour slot.
Yeah.
But and then they want to watch new episode. Okay, cool. They can go down and watch the next episode, back forth, whatever. We sat there and went, crap. We don't see what happens. They left in a cliffhanger. We've got 2 weeks to wait, or at least a week till we find out what happened.
Yeah, but American TV,
It could be the mid-season. Yeah.
Our TV used to give us a warning. There's an advert coming. There's an advert. American TV.
Oh no, it just switches off. Or well, it did.
You're watching like an epic battle scene. The next minute, you're watching some stupid cunt doing a Tampax advert.
Yeah. Stick your hands up. Buy our soap.
When you never knew if it was going to be a 2-minute break or a 5-minute break. So you couldn't even judge Joe do anything in between.
You see,
that was usually my
dad
videotaping.
Yeah. Go on, Craig.
Sorry, that was usually my dad videotaping whatever he recorded on a Friday or a Saturday night. Change to someone else. You start sitting and watching that, and then you go back to the thing that was previously recorded. It was recorded 15 minutes ago. So you miss a 15-minute chunk of something like Blade Runner or Logan's Run or something like that. For God's sake.
Or you,
Dad used to regularly
I remember
do that.
My grandpa did the same thing. He had 2 channels. He had 2 live channels that he would switch between. Oh, this one hit commercial. Go back to that one and see if it's on commercial, but it's actually playing the show, and just jump back. You would never get the whole show either one.
I remember when we used to go into Canada, to Ontario, to some relatives that lived there. And they're like the granddad of the family. They had a farm, which is when I first started driving. I was about 4 years old. And he used to let me drive his tractor around the farm at 4. It was great. I mean, a 4-year-old on a tractor, it's not
on a full-size tractor, I'm assuming.
Yeah, full-size tractor. And I remember being sat in the front room with him, and he was proper old school, look like the sort of Amish sort of farming, typical old school dungarees, proper. And he'd sit there, and when the adverts came on, there was a cable went across the floor. He'd just bang his foot on the floor. Because it had a dodgy connection in the power cable, it would turn the telly off. He'd wait 5 minutes, bang his foot on the floor again, it'd come back on. Talk about safety. Oh, bless him. Yes, I loved Quantum Leap. The original Quantum Leap was brilliant, Martin. The reboot of it, exactly, absolute dog shit.
I haven't watched any of the reboot yet.
I loved the original. I thought it was fucking brilliant. It was really, really well made. It was really good, and it had that comedy element in it, and it was quite, it was good. Like him coming back and all of a sudden ending up coming back as a woman and stuff like that was fucking brilliant.
Well, talk about reboots and remakes, Matt. I've seen the trailer for it, and I understand it's not going to be the same feel, time frame wise being filmed. But what do you think about the second half of Gilmore coming out?
I have an issue. I have a big issue with it because I get they're doing it, and it is to make money. All films are.
Well, of course.
But the original Happy Gilmore was Adam Sandler was like 20s, 30s then.
Oh, yeah, he was young.
Everybody else was younger in it. It also had one of my favourite actors in it who was not a comedy actor but was fucking hilarious in it, which was Richard Keel, the big guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
In the head Richard Keel, I actually met in person once. And one of the most gently spoken men you'd ever fucking meet. I mean, he was fucking huge, but really, really nice man. But he was so funny in that, and he was dying of cancer when in that.
Yeah, that's right. He was in treatment during the filming, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't very well at all, bless him.
Richard Keel was another of those actors who started in the westerns, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was huge. I think he was 7'2".
Yeah,
I would say 7'2", 7'3", something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually taller than John Wayne, and John Wayne was
6'8". He was a bit. John Wayne was big, wasn't
John Wayne was a big guy. And that's what made it so funny. Some of his leading ladies used to have to stand on boxes like that.
he? Whereas if it was Alan Ladd, it was Alan Ladd that used to have to stand on the box.
Yeah.
Can we have it in fucking English, Gary?
Yeah, can we have it in imperial, not metric? Thank you.
Fucking 2.17 meters. Just because you Googled it. Thank you.
Almost 17, yeah.
You just can't get the help these days.
I can see it now. Pull the lever, Gary. Wrong lever, Gary.
He's a fucking nightmare. Exactly.
Sure.
There you're in for
You can
it.
get stabbed, but not good stabbed.
Oh, John Wayne wasn't quite as tall as I thought. He was 6'4.5".
Still tall bloke.
No, still.
Yeah, still tall.
I watched The Quiet Man the other night, like I told Bill. That's a good film.
That is a brilliant film.
And it's based in Ireland. Well, yeah, you are a bit like Father Dougal, I must. Yeah. I am not doing a rendition with you on guitar of my favourite horse. Well, true, Lisa. Yeah. You're not that short anyway, Lisa. Short is what my nan was, 4'11".
Yeah, my sister's 4'11".
I've got a picture somewhere when I was in my teens of me like that with my arm resting my arm on top of my nan's head. Just after that, I got fucking belted.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yeah.
4'11", an Italian. Fuck
Well,
me, he was feisty.
I'd say lethal as hell, huh?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Didn't argue with her.
my sister used to stress it. She was 4'11.5".
That half makes a big difference.
I was just gonna say my mom and my sister are the exact same height. They was no, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3.5". It's a half.
Yeah. My Aunt Liz was 4'11" dead. I once walked into the kitchen and just looked straight over her, and she's running around the kitchen sorting out a meal. I didn't see her. I was looking straight over her head. And I was only 5'8" at the time.
You're definitely not. I wouldn't say you're short. For 5'7" is not. I would say is for a woman is
5'7" is not short
average
for a
height. I would have said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My mum was only 5'4".
You know, Bill brings that point of being able to see over. You know, Matt, I figured it out. The chair comes in handy. Now, if we ever meet, I can see above the influence.
I can stand up, you know.
Yeah, I assume you can also punch at a certain level too.
The chair comes in handy for running people over.
I'm telling you, we're gonna put a Honda engine on the back. You know, something little 2-stroke pull start. You'll be good. Just fly straight. There we go.
No, he wants the 400 triple. It'll just nicely fit between the wheels.
Look, if we're going to try and kill me, can I make my own choice of what we fit?
Yeah, but I thought you'd like it because it was the Kawasaki 400 triple.
Fine, God, we'll do a full LS swap for the chair.
Fuck's sake!
I mean, I know I'm shrinking because I'm only 5'5.5" now.
Yeah, the kettle's getting harder and harder to reach.
No, fortunately, the seat goes forward far enough.
He's the only person I know who needs a step ladder to get in the fucking Nissan Juke.
Now, see, the cool part is he had those side steps installed. So when he opens the door, they go to swing down, but they hit the ground. That's the problem.
The Nissan Juke's like a monster truck for Bill.
It's not that bad.
That's where you go, Bill, what are you rolling on? I'm rolling on 12s, man. I'm rolling on 12s.
Never watched it, Gary. I've seen it, but I've never really watched Pod with Rog. I think it's an age group thing.
I'll say, Lisa, I'm definitely shrinking. But so much of the stuff that we like to watch, they couldn't make now.
I was thinking that the other night. I was watching The Gaffer, and there was some comments in there because, like, the foreman in the workshop is Scottish, so there was a comment against the Scots. There was another comment in there about Irish. There was another comment in there about Packies. Fucking hell, it's like, if you showed this now, they'd have a fucking fit. None of them were like nasty racist comments. They were just
Comments.
sort of the comical comments that you used to always hear.
Yeah.
Well, it's like rewatching stuff now that, when I was growing up and before that, things that you never caught as a kid watching these movies and shows. All those little side, jokes and adult jokes they slipped in for the parents who had to sit there and watch them with you. You get older and you go, they really just said that.
If you want a good case of jokes that were definitely in there for the adults that the kids will completely miss, watch Toy Story.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Toy Story's got, it's almost like it's got two separate scripts.
Yeah.
Woven together. And one is for the parents who have to sit through all that.
Yep.
The other one's for the kids.
Yep. Yeah, I do like Shaun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Minions was terrible. Oh, the Minions is fucking terrible. Some of the shit that's in that.
I must admit, I watched the end of Hot Fuzz the other day again, and then put Shaun of the Dead on.
I was just going to say, if you're going to talk about a spoof film, Shaun of the Dead was a good one.
Prime Video put every so often puts adverts on. I thought it was quite fitting, actually, because there was an advert for Cornettos.
Yeah.
Yeah, first advert that it put on was that Cornetto advert. I'm like, oh, that's quite poetic.
Favourite bit in Shaun of the Dead? Well, there's two bits. When he gets in the Jag and he's driving and he puts the tape in with Iron Maiden on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is so me. That is the sort of shit I would end up doing. And also when he's beating the barman over the head with a cricket bat to Queen. That is brilliant.
What about in the back garden where he's throwing LPs to try and behead him?
No,
he's going through. No, you can't throw that one.
That'd be me. That. Fuck off.
And then he throws Blue Monday. Oh, that was the first blessing.
Yeah.
Might be torn apart by zombies sitting there still piling through. I can't throw any of these. They're all good ones.
I ain't got a problem with the zombies. Fucking zombies. They're easy to deal with. Zombies is just like dealing with your average American, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Behead them, problem solved.
That's going to be the issue if America ever gets a zombie strike. The rest of the world's not going to notice.
I was going to say, how will we know?
There is nothing wrong with having a zombie friend in the shed with a PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the scary part is you walk down the wrong street, the wrong city over here from the drug use. You swear there was an outbreak already of zombies.
Well, yeah.
Walk around some of the streets in this country where they've been hitting space.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
That is a real zombie drug.
I mean, there's a guy that does kung fu at cars every day that I see driving home. He likes to stand in the middle of the 4-lane street and do kung fu at cars. But, you know.
Has he won yet?
I'm waiting to see him lose. That's the scary bit. I had to honk at him one day because I almost hit him. He literally was crossing the road. He stops, literally mid-walk, stops, and turns into a karate pose at my car. So I had to honk at him so I didn't hit him. He tries to do some spinning back kick at the back end of my car as I drive by. He almost fell.
He just bang it in reverse.
Mel, when my lad was little, everything was Toy Story. I lost count of how many times I saw that film. But the kids' movies from the video shop, if you hired them on a Saturday, you had them till the following Sunday because you couldn't, because Sundays didn't count as part of the 7-day rental.
Yeah.
For the kids' movies. I pretty much had that film solid for 2 years. It was good because it was only 50p, worked out as 50p a fortnight to hire it. It was cheaper than buying it.
Yeah, but man, that's one thing I do miss. It is going to, the movie shop and going out and walking the aisles of all the movies that came out and trying to figure out what you're going to. Oh, yeah. It was something we actually looked forward to as kids with our parents to go do.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big expensive outing.
Yeah, and then Blockbuster over here, you used to be able to rent the Xboxes out or rent PlayStation out.
Yeah, ours too.
I made so much money doing that. Well, if anybody remembers the original Xbox 360, they were forever red lighting, Red Ring of Death.
Yeah, I still have 2 of them.
But Blockbuster used to rent them out. So we used to take the board out of the one you rented and put it in the person's you were repairing and then take the other one back. Did that no end of times. Blockbuster never fucking cottoned onto it.
Yeah, but you know how mad you were when you went to go rent a game or rent a video and you opened the case and it was a random ass DVD from someone's house they swapped out in the case?
Oh, burning DVDs. Jesus, we used to rent them.
Oh, jeez. Well, it all started with those great copies of burned DVDs that were that lovely shaky footage from the guy in the back of the theater with a hand camera trying to tape the newest film. And
well, you have to go to the people who know where to get the good ones from.
Well, those were fine till you had the knob that stood up in front of them to go to the bathroom. It took 10 minutes to move out of the fucking way.
I never had any complaints of the DVDs I used to burn. I always used to get good DVD copies.
I say I've still got a couple of dozen burned DVDs.
Oh yeah, I've got a stack of DVDs, and there's definitely a few burned ones in there.
I think I've still got a couple somewhere.
Well,
now imagine looking at a 16-year-old today and going, "Yeah, we're going to go burn a DVD or burn a CD." What are you going to set it on fire for? We can't watch it then.
Yeah, there is, Gary, and there is. Music-wise, some of the apps are streaming apps are pretty good. I prefer hard copies if it's something I like. I prefer genuine vinyl or genuine CDs. The quality is better.
It's just made me think. I realised I've got the exact date for when I was in the mental hospital, because somebody brought in a bootleg copy of Terminator 3 on the week it was released to the cinema. 1st of August 2003. So I know exactly when my last total breakdown was. And I was in hospital in Hull 2 weeks before that.
We're back to AI taking over.
It was just straight. It's one of those stupid memories that actually gives you an exact time and day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I can never remember exactly, because I had 2 breakdowns in pretty quick succession.
This is true. I agree, Lee. I totally agree.
I can't argue with that one, Lisa. Can't argue at all.
Some would say you should still be locked up in one, but you know.
It's just, I remember being in there. It was great because they had a 72-inch TV. Sat watching it, it was like being in a bloody cinema anyway. But one at Nurses brought a bootleg copy in the week of the film's release.
Of all the things to bring into a fucking
Right.
Psychiatric hospital. Terminator 3.
I suppose this worked. Well, you could have. I mean, you could have gone One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's a good film, actually.
It is a good film.
I remember when everything switched to DVD, and you couldn't skip all the warnings anymore. You couldn't just fast forward past the FBI warnings and blah blah. You know,
FBI warning.
Copyright of this DVD will cause you $300 million in fees and 20 years in jail. Well, if that was true, there wouldn't be many Americans out of jail right now because they'd still be serving time.
The FBI, the most wrongly named thing. Federal Bureau of Intelligence.
No, investigation. No, the one that's wrongly named is the Central Intelligence Agency.
Oh, yes. The Criminal Intelligence Agency.
Yeah.
I could think of another C, but I'm not going to say it right now.
Yeah, that one also applies.
You know, CIA has no intelligence whatsoever.
No.
In fact, CIA really should be the criminally idiotic advocates.
No, I think that
all they seem to do is they seem to approve stupidly illegal things. They're allowed to do them all.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I was scrolling on TikTok this morning for $50. I can order a flamethrower.
You could.
It's like,
I mean,
oh, sorry, it was labeled as a a large grill igniter. But you literally screwed one of the like 16-ounce propane tanks onto the bottom of it.
At least they didn't say cigarette lighter.
Gary, what's the point? We've got Mirrorcast now.
Goodbye eyelashes and eyebrows.
Come to that. Most tellies, smart TVs will connect to your PC anyway.
Yeah.
Mine certainly does.
Mine does.
Plus, come to that, Gary, I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive with loads of music and films and stuff on it if I really want to. It's easy enough to burn it, not to burn, but sorry, to copy. If you buy a CD, copy the CD to your hard drive, and then you're not using the CD.
Well, it's not the wear on the CD, and yeah.
Put it on in decent.
Yeah, copy it in a decent file type and size.
Give it time, Mel. Give it time. He will probably turn into Donald Duck rather than looking like Goofy.
You notice how that's not lit up and there's no power going to that, right? Because we ain't using that until we get a new one. I'm done with the alien Donald Duck.
But is it the microphone or is it the USB port on your computer?
I'm wondering if it's the cable itself, because it's the cable that came with it, and it's a long as all hell USB-C cable. So I did notice when it first acted up, I may have had it running parallel with my charger cable, so that might have caused issue.
Yeah.
Thing is, Gary, there are loads of streaming apps, and my TV will access any of them.
I mean,
I load Tubi and YouTube on my TV and just stream through there.
I think most people now have got smart TV, haven't they?
Yeah.
To not have a smart TV is a more unusual, isn't it?
Well, think about. I mean, I can do a compatible
search off my TV and find whatever I want.
I did buy something this week, non-vape related. I bought a new TV.
And Alana just found out about it.
No, that I told her because I bought it for her. I bought it actually for her to have, so because if she goes to bed earlier, so she can have a telly in the bedroom. So I bought a new TV to go in the bedroom, 32-inch smart TV, 4K, for £139.
Prime deals?
It may have been. You may be right. Yeah, I went for the same makers. I got me other telly, which is LG, because I really like LG.
Okay, for that brand, that price makes sense. Yeah,
it was $339, and it was down to $139.
Yeah, LG have been making some good TVs in the last few years. I mean, I've got a slightly bigger TV in my bedroom because I've got a 43-inch LG.
You watch your cathode ray tube there, Martin. Wet your fingers and then put it on the cathode ray tube. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Super Martin. Joking apart. Those fuck me, cathode ray tubes. The amount of charge they hold.
Yeah, but it's the capacitor as well.
Yeah. I've actually
trust me, I made that mistake of taking an old 90s computer monitor apart after it had been used recently.
Yeah.
Oh, I took that plastic shell off and I just touched somewhere on the outer shell. Bam!
I hate to say this, Gary. Samsung, if you go in a shop and you put an LG and a Samsung by each other, side to side, there's fuck all in the picture quality. They're very similar. You know, they'll be really good quality. Come back after a year or two, the LG will still be good. The Samsung takes a nosedive.
Yeah.
This is why I've never gone for a Samsung TV, because I had a friend of mine had a Samsung TV and it caught fire and nearly burnt his house down.
No shit.
That was because they said in the instructions can be wall mounted. So he did properly. Wall mounted it and it got that hot, it actually caught the plasterboard in the wall.
Yeah.
Like the vents at the back of the TV got that hot.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, they get hot. The LGs are far better power.
Here she go.
Management.
Here we go. Lisa's going to tell us all about Samsung. Lisa is not a fan of Samsung. Which
Lisa is the ultimate Samsung fan.
Although I personally have a Samsung phone and it's fine for me. But I will agree with their customer way they deal with customer relations. Shit. TV wise, I will always recommend LG. Are very good for the price. They're very good. The other make that's very good at the minute is it Hensing?
Hisense.
Hisense.
Oh,
Sorry,
Hisense.
Hisense.
Yeah.
Hisense. People laugh because it's a Chinese. We're back to that Chinese thing. But I tell you what, the picture quality on them is fuck me, it's good. And TCL is the other mate.
Yeah, I've got a Hisense TV. The one place where it's let down is its software for using an external hard drive is slow.
Are you sure that's not?
No,
it's you.
No, it's the Hisense TV, because I watched the same thing on the LG TV, and the access is instant, and you can skip through it. On the Hisense one, it'd hang for 10 seconds each time.
The telly is USB 3.1. Bill, USB 1.2.
Well, I've advanced then.
Bill's running in DOS.
No, I'm not. I'm running in CPM. CPM 1.
Exactly, Martin. Exactly. I mean the screen that I use for my computer screen, because I have obviously my laptop and then I have a separate. I have an Acer computer screen, but that is actually an LG. It's an LG screen.
Yeah.
But Acer make the frame basically, and that's 4K. And the price for that was good as well.
Speaking of replacement return policies, here Amazon, it might be over here only, I don't know, but they're changing their return policies to make it much, much more difficult to get refunds and returns for products.
Yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, I think it's going to be worldwide.
And you know, most people that use Amazon, that's why they use it, for the convenience of the back and forth. If they need something, or hey, I want this is the right one, send it back, cool, get another.
Exactly, Lisa. I mean, I just go on about Samsung, Lisa, just to wind you up. You know that. That's just me being a knob. But what Lisa said and the way Lisa was treated by Samsung was absolutely fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. If you're going to have a big company, probably billion-pound company.
It's multi-billion, isn't it? It's massive.
You're going to have products go wrong. No matter how well you make it, you're always going to have a product that will go wrong.
Yeah.
That's why you have customer service. You're meant to be there to help said customer, not be a fucking arsehole. But for some reason, Samsung decided to be a complete arsehole. So I do see where Lisa's coming from. I did actually look at one other make of TV, and I really quite fancied one, but I just couldn't justify it. Pioneer have got a new range of TVs out.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll replace the one in the front room that's a 55 and replace it with the same size one, but Pioneer. Yeah, I don't think Alana would have been too happy with me for that.
Oh, you mean the £1,500 one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the £3,200 one.
It was really nice.
8K, yeah.
Yeah.
Individual pixel lit.
Yeah, it's 8K with 12K ready in it.
And an 8-speaker system, including 2 up-firing ones.
Yeah. I mean, it's but the price is just...
It's actually a hi-fi TV.
It is. It's supposed to be. Martin, I've heard this before about NVIDIA. Yeah, they're another company that are quite bad.
Fortunately, I've never had to deal with NVIDIA.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been lucky. I've had NVIDIA when I used to do a bit of gaming. I've had NVIDIA cards. Never had an issue with them. Never went wrong. So I suppose that's sort of, well, lucky, because I didn't. But at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, the company should be there, and it's what you pay for when you buy something. That if something goes wrong, you can go back to said company and say, look, this has happened. What are you going to do about it? And they help you.
Well, if we want to talk about companies that are supposed to, help you with products and everything, guy I worked with came to me yesterday. He said a buddy has just got himself a new mod and a tank and everything, and he couldn't figure out why it was doing check atomizer on it. He's like, the guys at the vape shop even set it up for him.
Hold on. This is vaping related. What are you doing? Carry on, mate.
But no, I can't say for his choices, because he did go smock and got the TFB. What's the last one, like 18 or something like that came out with?
I'll be back in a minute.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. But he kept saying that they even did the coil for him and did all this at the shop and blah blah. He never used it until he got back home because, well, shop juice prices. You already have a bottle of juice at home. I'll just wait till I get home. I'll do
Yeah.
Well, apparently he can't get the damn thing to work for anything. I'm like, well, there's only so many things that can be wrong with this. And I'm like, which mod has he got on? He's like, well, he just bought a brand new the L200 Aegis. I'm like, okay, so it shouldn't be the mod then. Your 510 should be fine on that. Yeah. Like, so take the fucker apart, make sure the coil head's seated properly. That's the first thing. It's probably got I think those have a notch system, don't they? For directional coil when you put them in and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's
for years.
Right. But that would obviously affect your floating 510 and all that. And he's like, well, it's a brand new coil head. I said, it doesn't matter. It's a smart coil head, or it's a coil head in general for that fact. They're mass produced. Get a new coil head and try it. It might be a bad coil head.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, he also said it worked like for like one puff, and then it's been doing this ever since. Okay, well, what happened? Well, he had it set like 120 watts for the first hit off the tank. Okay, it's kind of high for the very first puff off a coil head, but I get those are rated high anyway. I mean, there's always a chance you just hit it too hard with too much power, and it's a bad coil head. Something snapped. I mean,
it could be. It shouldn't.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, the worst usually if he's suddenly cranked the wattage too high would
it's
be
a burnout coil head.
But it would still vape, just taste fucking horrible. But
yeah,
I would. Yeah, my first thing would be, well, check to make sure the coil's seated properly.
That's what I said. So check to make sure coil's seated right, and then if that doesn't work, put a new coil in it completely and see if that changes anything. Because it shouldn't be all that difficult to get the sub-on tank to work properly.
I can't think of a reason. The only other reason is he got any juice at the 510 could cause
Possible.
it. The only other thing is it's a dead coil. A
That's what I'm
coil,
thinking.
a coil either
Especially-
works or it doesn't.
Well, think how long ago did that tank actually come out? It's been at least almost 2 years, I would think, roughly. The
God.
TFB 18.
Oh,
Yeah,
easy.
no, about 4 years.
So I'm guaranteeing the coil head they put into it was the one that came with it in the packaging.
And they didn't have a good reputation anyway. Never
Right.
had.
No.
I mean, personally, if I would say to him, I know he doesn't want to spend more money, but if he doesn't get any luck with this, would be to get himself a decent tank,
Yeah.
even if it's stock
I mean-
coil that he wants to go with.
He said he still spent almost $40 for that tank.
But
Yeah,
as Martin just said,
That's how vape shops are over here. They still charge ridiculous for old stock.
as Martin's just said, I would take it back to the retailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether it's a vape mod or what it is. At the end of it all,
It's a product that's supposed to work as
it's a product
designed.
that
And
do a job. If it's not doing it, then there's a fault with it. Then that is down to the shop. If it's a fault with the product from the company that it's bought from, Smock, then they have to take that up with Smock, not the customer.
right, the retailer should be the one going back to the
They
distributor
should be
company.
saying-
I was going to say we have buyer protection in the UK though.
I think you do in the US. In fact, I'm sure you do. I mean,
Should be.
Not to the same extent as we have.
I would definitely say first thing, if he can't get it to sorted himself, is take it back to the shop. If he gets no joy with the shop, which he should do,
Well, and then the issue too is I don't know which shop he went to, where he went.
this
A lot of these quote unquote vape shops over here are foreign owned head shops that have like some old vape gear sitting in the corner somewhere.
exactly the same here.
You know, so
The amount of vape shops. This is why I don't go in vape shops hardly at all anymore, because I can walk in a vape shop and I can walk through the door and I can know what sort of place it is instantly.
mhm.
And the amount of vape shops I walk into, and there's some 19, 20-year-old with a beard, loads of tattoos,
Yeah,
vaping on a Mac,
disposable.
or he's on a Mac or a disposable, and he thinks he's the king of vaping, and he's been vaping 2 weeks. You know, and you just look at them and you think, you're a prick. People are coming in there because they want to quit smoking. They don't want to see someone on a Mac.
No.
I've not got anything against it. If the person who is doing the serving is a Mac user, that's fine.
Like a genuine user though, not a oh look I'm cool because I have this user.
But don't because you'll get people who it might be somebody who's older or female, and they go in the shop and they're made to look an idiot because they just want to know information.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid half the vape shops are
Well,
really,
and they're not even about information anymore. They're about trying to upsell whatever crap they have on the shelf. You know.
Precisely.
this thing of, oh, I'm thinking of quitting smoking. I'd like to quit smoking. Oh, well, you need an Aegis 200 kit with a TFE 18 on it. No, you fucking don't.
Right. That's actually a very good point.
If you're that's what you're trying to sell to somebody who's quitting smoking, you're a fucking arsehole. Sorry, no, doesn't work.
Well,
like
with where technology is now, yeah.
stuff like
I mean,
this.
given when I started and I actually finally quit, it was a Cleto tank that got me to quit. But
Martin, this whole thing with the look, he's got a pretty girl behind the counter with big tits, tight, blah 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 blah. That's going to make it no, because if a woman goes in there, she's not interested in somebody behind the counter with big tits who's trying to sell a mech mod or a 200-watt mod. They're interested in something that is going to give them the nicotine hit they want, give them the nicotine hit they need. Is the mod easy to use? Yes. Is it easy to fill? Yes. What vape juice do I need? Well, 50/50 is best in a pod system. Or whatever. Explain it to them.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking dick. Ahoy, Captain. Ahoy.
Ahoy, Steve.
Hey, Steve. But no, after the guy asked me about that, the tank and everything, he started asking about juices and everything. It's like, and I had to explain the PGVG levels and what they actually mean. This is a guy. He's not that old, but from what conversation we've had, those individuals of a certain age that should never have been touching vape devices back in 2014, 2015. He was one of those.
I know people who have been reviewers and who shouldn't be touching vapes.
Well, I meant age-wise, but yes, I know what you mean.
And I'm not talking about a Scottish one either. But if you're going in a shop to change to go for something to quit smoking, they should be saying, right, how many do you smoke a day? Well, I smoke 20, I smoke 40, I smoke 6, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
By that, you then know they're a heavy smoker, they're a light, whatever. So,
what type of cigarettes do you smoke? Do you smoke roll-ups or do you smoke pre-made?
Do you want looser vape, or do you want a more restricted long vape, or do you need a tighter? So,
and our favorite question: do you like menthol or not?
Yeah,
which for a smoker that is important off the rip.
First thing these people should be doing is walking over and said, for a first vape product, stuff like this. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a charger. You just need a battery cable to plug it in at the right ampage, not 3 amps.
Which they come with anyway.
Exactly.
That's what kills me is they put the wrong cube on shit and tell you the fast charger for these devices.
This is what it's going to cost you for the pod, $30 or whatever equivalent, in America. A pack of coils is going to last you this long, roughly. What sort of flavour juices do you like? Dessert type flavours? Do you like fruity flavours? Do you like you said, do you like things with icing? Some people do. Don't know why. There's sick people out there, but what's your preference? That's what you should be doing.
Well, that's where the flavor tester bars they used to have in a lot of shops that went away from laws changing were so important. Because you could actually sit there and try different things and figure out what you liked that wasn't a cigarette flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody who quits smoking should be quitting smoking on 200-watt mods. Sorry, no, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Years ago, we didn't really have a choice of what we were getting, especially when I quit.
I was just say you leave my Rouleau 2-3 and my Cleto tank out of this, Matt.
Rouleau 2-3, fuck me. I wish.
Oh no, I know. I was fortunate when I got into the scene.
My first mod was steam powered. You had a wind-up handle, you had to go like that. But I mean, the things have moved on.
Our first mods were in voltage. We didn't even have wattage. We weren't in a power base yet.
Stuff like this, pod systems are perfect.
But we were still using 1.6 ohm coils.
Yeah.
I remember doing a 0.5 ohm build, and somebody said, "Fucking hell, that's dangerous for batteries." A
It was
0.5,
for some of the batteries.
not 005,
Mm.
0.5.
Yeah, but 0.5 was dangerous for some of the batteries.
Les
'Cause
Pickens.
They were
Les
fucking
Pickens,
torch
please.
batteries. They only had a 2 amp safe draw.
Les Pickens was one of the genuine. He was a great reviewer. He was a great bloke, actually, Les. I miss Les. Such a funny man. Fuck me, he was fucking hilarious. Also, one of the best juice mixers I've ever seen. That
I'm going to sound
moment-
stupid here. Which line was his? I don't want to sound dumb.
Juice
But,
cabin.
okay.
Yeah.
There's been so many over, you know.
He was brilliant, Les. He used to do all sorts of daft things like he'd do fucking the show dressed up as a nun and
Mhm.
Oh, God, the nun with the teeth, yeah.
Sister
Don't-
Agatha, wasn't it?
Sister Agatha.
I mean, they were hilarious.
The issue
His
with
dark
vaping,
fruits.
yeah,
His dark
No,
fruits liquid was absolutely spot on. It was exactly like the dark fruit Strongbow. So much so that one night I thought someone had opened a can of dark fruits Strongbow when I realised about 30 seconds later, oh, it's me.
it went.
It's me with the
It did.
in the
It
top
was. It
pocket.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also did, and I never managed to con Les. And I did try. For conning him into the recipe for his bourbon aged custard. He
Oh,
did.
that was phenomenal.
He did a
That sounds
bourbon barrel aged custard, and this
That
stuff
had a vanilla
was.
pod in it as well.
It was fucking gorgeous.
It was lovely.
The dangerous thing with Les, I never went to the shop because it's too far away for me at the time. But I was talking to Les on the phone, and Les could talk non-stop for like 3 days. It was unbelievable. It just went on and on and on, but he knew so much about so much stuff. Fascinating bloke.
Well, I mean, his other hobby was growing orchids.
Yeah,
Mm.
Get him talking about those,
yeah.
you had no chance.
Oh, he knew it.
You weren't leaving the shop for 3 days.
No. Oh God, yeah, easily. Yeah, he could talk, could old Les, bless him.
Oh, Gary, if we're going to go into bad flavors we've had over the years, I'm telling you, nothing compares to that stupid Zample box. And I pulled out what was it? It's like kiwi, what was it? Kiwi cucumber.
Yeah.
Never again.
Was it because it didn't have any cactus in it?
See,
Not
the
enough prick for my
example
liking,
box
I know.
flavors I had were quite nice.
I sent all the crap.
It all depended. It depended if you did a certain profile and went with that, or if you did their random selection. Random selection, you
Yeah, I
got
did
the
the
bottom
profile.
of their drawer. You know,
Yeah, I did the profile. I wasn't stupid. Not paying
I
that
literally-
much to get it coming from America.
well, yeah, I didn't think about the shipping for your end. But I literally get the bottle of juice out, little 30 ml glass river bottles. You know, take top off, smell it. Okay, maybe we'll give it a shot. Maybe it tastes better than it smells off the bottle. No, talk about throwing cotton away, throwing coils away, scrubbing your RDA out.
I say I've had juices from the sample box that were so bad I had to throw the atty away.
Yep.
I probably should have, actually, because it was. I've never had a vape so bad that I almost got sick from. That one made you almost get sick. Uh-oh. No, I will check. Thank you.
Oh, you're a fucking good relation, aren't you? You fucking.
Yeah,
No, Melissa, I
that
actually
one,
meant
Martin,
to
I
message
think
you.
should
I
have
saw your
been
mom
called.
putting up too.
Yeah, that one, Martin, should have been called "Shit the Bed."
No, Gary, it's not the blackjack that's the problem. It's the tobacco. Honestly. Vampire vape, there's better flavours out there.
There's worse as well. There are
Matt-
worse than vampire vape.
Matt, just pull your bottle of Heisenberg out of the drawer. We know you have it sitting there.
No.
Oh, that's not good, Mel.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to hear that, Mel.
Yeah.
I saw your mom put something up, but I didn't see any details at all, and I wasn't gonna ask on Facebook, obviously.
I don't know, and I don't want. It's obviously not the place to say, but I hope everything is going to be okay. It's yeah, because I'm sure ICU seems is the same in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not where you want to be.
No.
Yeah, Gary, ESIG one are doing a summer sale at the moment where a lot of their pod kits are rather well reduced. I think this week's sale that they normally do, weekly sale, they've got the Pure Max V2 for 20 quid.
Craig is now a paid promoter.
I was just gonna say he was rehearsed with that, wasn't it?
Amount of shit we get off there, I think we should get it right.
I don't know. You can always ask.
At least a discount's good, right?
I'm pretty sure they did. They ship worldwide. They'll even ship to your neck of the woods if they can find it.
But they've still got the first Pure Max still at $7.99 though.
The thing is, the original Pure Max with the new pods, because they work.
Yeah.
Craig's affiliate link. Don't give him fucking ideas, for fuck's sake.
Because you said the price tag, I had to look it up. They still want $34 for the original Pure Max.
34. I don't think it was ever that much in this country.
I'll sell you my old one for well, 44.
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
But tell me why the Pure Max 2 is only $35.
Pure Max 2 is a good mod.
But $1 difference.
Next week will be the Buy Me a Coffee link.
We are not having Craig doing infomercials.
No, it's
Are you a bus driver? Are you a bus driver? Do pedestrians piss you off? Here's my 4 easy steps. Close eyes, hit accelerator, drive to the right.
So he's worked out his clown identity. It's Badum the clown.
There you go, Gary.
When he runs over you.
They even ship to you the back of beyond.
You can pass away peacefully in your sleep, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Passengers not so peacefully.
No.
You see it now. Craig's fingers in his ears. Would you guys be fucking quiet? I'm trying to enjoy this moment.
But what did they have on the waffles, Mel? Did we go savoury or did we go sweet? Because that makes a difference.
Hang on, you in America, they'll be
I'll say
mixed.
you don't get
With
a
the
whole lot of
bacon with
savory
it.
waffles.
Oh,
The only thing savory I've ever seen done with waffles over here is fried chicken.
Do I look black?
In the wrong light.
Oh, okay. I think we got away without being too racist. What's bacon? Bacon and maple syrup. Is bacon the same as
So
bacon?
it's a really bright light with maple syrup on top.
Why are you putting
I'm
maple
just
syrup
clarifying.
on top of a light? Sounds nice. Yeah, vanilla goes really well in anything.
mm.
Sounds good. I wouldn't be too worried about him having the Hog 200. I'd be more worried about him having the Hog XL.
The full mechanical version.
Yeah.
I have not taken the piss out of the dyslexic. If I was going to take the piss out of the dyslexic person, you just hit the wrong key. That's what happened. Now be quiet and eat your beacon. That's more like it. You can't spell for crap, yeah.
I said, who's it did the sketch on goldfish battering? Hale and Pace.
Yes.
We're now doing a sketch on goldfish battering. It says the dyslexia sketch.
Bacon and cabbage. You don't get much more Irish than that, Gary. Fucking hell.
Mm.
I need to get hold of all of the Hale and Pace stuff.
The only thing probably more Irish than bacon and cabbage is if you had cold cannon. And I'm not going to. You've never had cold cannon, you're missing out. Cold cannon, sausages, and do gravy with cider. Or you can do gravy with whiskey. But I'm not allowed to do gravy with whiskey with Gwendolyn. Oh, it's the missus, son.
Get more affection this way. I mean, no, it's past his dinner and he's getting impatient.
I suppose you say no.
You could get your balls played with if you put some peanut butter on them.
Craig, I don't want to know about your Friday night, but I mean,
his face then said, "I've done that before."
No,
it was that look of, "I've never done that."
It was the mouth engaged before the brain did.
What Tyler gets up to with the peanut butter and the dog is entirely up to him.
Yeah.
I'm just concerned about the fact that you microwaved the watermelon while Alana was out of town, Matt. That's what I'm worried about.
No, not since last time. I got 3rd-degree burns. Anyway, the watermelon's too big. God, this show's gone downhill rapidly.
You notice as soon as it hit past 2 hours, we just started dive bombing the conversation.
Yeah.
I just saw in the news the other day. I saw
Why
the
am
one
I
about.
just thinking about watermelon pips under foreskins now?
I saw the one in the newspaper about the bloke who ended up in hospital for shoving 15 Cadbury's cream eggs up his ass.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while.
Okay.
At
That
what
blew my
point,
mind,
yeah.
but
Hey up, Shrek.
Oh,
Long
Shrek.
time no see.
hey, Shrek.
Hope you're well. Yeah, at what point do you get into your life and you think, you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to shove a Cadbury's cream egg up my ass. What?
Good question. I have no idea.
And you said how many? Why did you even do it in the first place, let alone keep going?
Yeah, one wasn't enough, so we ended up doing. Oh, shit to fair. Well,
You can just imagine the conversation at the checkout. Oh, are we having a UK party tonight? I'm putting them up my arse.
And then party of one.
Knowing you're a good lady, it'd be her on the counter and get the reply, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly.
How would you reply to that? Okay, sir. What?
No, better. Hey, dear, I'm done at A&E. Can you come pick me up? What are you doing at A&E? Well, Sam, what happened?
Well, I mean, I agree, Shrek. I agree. I'm not a big fan of them, but I don't have any desire to be placing them in places they shouldn't go. No. Maybe I've lived a sheltered life. In Cadbury's cream eggs all over the place. There are some weird people in this world.
Hopefully, the guy doesn't switch to bubblegum. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure if we look if you look up the what was it, Extreme ER that used to be on the telly.
Oh, I know, like the stories from the ER or whatever, the untold stories of the ER, something like that.
They used to do a UK version, and then there was some of it was serious, whereas like somebody had fallen off a scaffolding and got impaled on a fence, or I mean, serious, I mean, nasty stuff. But
then there's the ones that have accidentally fallen on the shampoo bottle in the shower.
I thought I slipped in the shower and the shampoo bottle ended up going where it shouldn't. Yeah.
The miraculously phallus-shaped shampoo bottle.
I have got some stories to tell you, but I'm afraid these are going to have to be off air, because I used to go out with a casualty nurse. My ex worked in casualty, and I shall tell you some stories after the show, but they're disturbing.
For the link to Late Night with Matt, please click. Oh
no! Believe me, you'll have nightmares with a couple of these.
Oh, jeez.
It might be fun to just listen, Gary, but YouTube would take us off air.
Some of these definitely would. Well, there was the one that was in the paper, wasn't there, Shrek?
Yeah,
where there was the one who, they went in the MRI and it ended up going literally nearly up to the lungs or something.
There was the other one. There was the other one. Someone was using bullets in a different hole. and he went in an MRI, and that literally blew up the MRI.
You don't get to my age, Gary, without a few comical stories. Believe me. Yeah. Some of them maybe not, I'm involved in, usually. But some of these, I assure you, are nothing to do with me. Oh, we're definitely disturbed on here. And now Shrek's arrived, we're definitely disturbed.
The fun bit is when we disturb others, and we share the
I've been
horrible
doing that
mindset
for
we've
years.
acquired.
I've been doing disturbing people for years.
He's made a career out of it.
I have. Okay, nearly 2 hours 20. Shall we call it an evening?
Okay, it's an evening.
Good evening. And welcome. No. Go on then. Well, I'll let you guys do your good flies. Do your flies up.
Probably
I'll start this week, guys.
Yeah. Do you want to go then?
You already go, man. You already started.
Yeah.
As
I was starting to say, thank you everyone for joining us. The group is there as usual if anyone's needing any help. We'll be back again next week, and hope everyone has a good week. And I'll pass that on to Tyler.
No, my turn. Okay. Thanks, Greg. As always, everybody knows the group's there. You need us. If you need a call set up, video call, whatever, don't hesitate to ask. Matt, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, everybody has a good week. If you need us in the middle of the week before next, Sunday, please let us know. Pass that to me this week, guys. Bill, say goodbyes, buddy.
Yep, it's been a meandering show, which I've enjoyed, and nothing much I can add. Just hope everybody has a really good week. Good night. So over to you, Matt.
Don't think there's much I can add really, apart from the goodbyes. Yeah, if anybody does need us, Mel, I know things are a little bit crappy at the minute with what's going on. Hope things work out. Obviously, especially where ICU is concerned, it's always a bit worrying. If you need to talk about that, and you try not to get too stressed, is the main thing. Easier said than done, I know, but one of us it will be about. So you only got to ask.
I said, no, you've got my personal number, so.
Oh well, that's all the help in the world. That's enough to depress anyone.
Hey.
Anyway, but yeah, what text Tyler and we'll set the room up or whatever. We can always sort something out. I ain't got a clue what the show will be on next week, but it'll be on something. So yeah, that's all from us, and I shall wish you all well and try and be nice to each other. So, good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.